Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Karen, the everything here behind a little kinder, and I am so excited to be lifting this one. This is Briana, and we are celebrating her today for her 1,000 subscriber celebration hop, as well as lifting her. Now, I do think I am going to flip my tears, and that's what I was showing you there. I have really dug deep into my stash. These are some very, very old Stampin' Up! Papers and Heidi Grace. Do you guys remember that brand? I mean, we're talking circa 2008 kind of papers. So here I am just trying to figure out the math. Yes, math is not my favorite. And so I wanted to use these papers, but I didn't want the frames to be wonky, if that makes any sense. So I know that I have cut down my centerpiece, and I just want to come in and start looking at how this is going to work. And this is my foolproof method, and it's called stack and tear. Yep, that's what we're going to call it, stack and tear. I will say once I finish the layout, I do wish that I had pulled the white back substantially more so that I could get more of these frames showing. But you know what? It is what it is. And I did keep tearing some of this white out. I do know that in the original layout by Briana, she did not have a big bold pattern like I do. And so that keeping her proportions in this layout with that paper is what made me wish that I had pulled the white back even more. So this is one of my favorite tricks for when you have a very busy paper like that frame, is to hide it, is to take it to the sides of a page and use it that way. The other thing I wish that I had done that I didn't was I wish I had made this strip just a little bit narrower. I do keep it at almost 8.5 by 11. And to be real honest, it hides all my beautiful work behind it. But you know what? With the finished layout, it doesn't bother me quite so much. I will say that I'm quite happy with how this layout turned out. So I am scrapbooking pictures from Mickey's Not So Very Scary Halloween Party. And I love this event. It is probably one of my favorite things about Disney are their parties. They're what they call special ticket parties. And so these are just kind of snapshots of some different things from that night. I did print them, and you notice that I left some white when I went to cut these out. That was so that I could overlap them and get them lined up. It's just a little trick that I use. And then I grabbed a Sharpie marker because for some reason there was a teeny tiny white edge showing. And, you know, Sharpie marker fixes that. So here I've attached this to the side of the page, the photos to the side of the page, and then I have grabbed my Not So Scary Halloween Party map. I did want that to be removable, so it's just kind of tucked under, and we're going to create a little piece to hold the map in place so that, you know, if you wanted to pull it out later, you could. I did fussy cut out some of these frames because I thought they were so cute and that they worked well with what I am working on. I am going to make some decisions here that I don't know. Like I got caught up. I just got these dies in from Stampin' Up. They're wonky circles. I love a good wonk. However, it just wasn't working with this. This needed really clean lines. And so end up with just regular circles. And I'm okay with that in the end. So on this white one, we're going to use some of my Disney stamps, and we are going to create a little bit of a background and title for this. So I love these little Mickey pumpkins. I am stamping them and Stampin' Up! Pumpkin pie. I think that's my favorite orange. It's perfect for Halloween. So that's why I pulled it out. I also have used Tim Holtz inks to do these pumpkins, and I like them both. I just grabbed this one. So I've stamped those. We are going to fussy cut them out. This is that adorable little spider web Mickey Mouse shape that I think is so cute. And so I wanted that to be in the background and kind of anchor my title. And my title for this one is going to be It's Really Not So Scary. And if you know the party and you know the parade, you know that that is the line that they sing over and over again. And I promise I will spare you from my singing. You don't want to hear me sing it, but it is something that I absolutely love. I'm going to draw some lines around these circles to really help them stand out. Then we're going to fussy cut. This little ghost is so cute. I also have him in dies, but I thought that I would just stamp him in fussy cut rather than pulling out all the dies. And we're going to fussy cut out these pumpkins. A little bit about this night. If you've never been, it is what they call a hard ticket, meaning it's a separate ticket from your regular park admission. You get early access, and by early access, I mean like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when the party starts at 7. So you do get a couple of extra hours. I want to say when we started attending these parties, early access was at 3, and that has changed in the last few years. Still plenty of time. You can get everything done. People dress up. It is fantastic. I love seeing everyone in costume. This year and last year, so 24 and 23, when we went, we dressed in our race attire. So this is the 24, and so I am dressed as Lilo, and Thomas is dressed in a Stitch t-shirt because, well, that's about as much as I can get him to do. So this one is a fun night. When you get there, you know, if you get there early enough, it is light out, and so you get all these fantastic photos with the PhotoFast folks while there's still sunlight out. And then, of course, you know, the darkness sets in and all the mood. This year they had the Dapper Dans dressed up as the Cadaver Dans, and they were out singing, and they had the Hitchhiking Ghost out. So that was super fun. Something that you don't normally see at the parks. So here I am just double checking to make sure that map will come in and out. And it does. And then we're going to stick down my little frames, get everything set. And here it is, finished layout. I absolutely love how this turned out. You can see what I mean by I wish I had made that black and white print paper a little bit smaller. It would have really showcased more of the frames. However, the way that they are and that I fussy cut some of them, it really looks like a visual triangle. So my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I worked on this layout. I would love for you to check out all of the information below and all of the crazy, wonderful, magical makers who are scrap lifting this layout. And again, congratulations to Briana for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Y'all, that is a huge milestone. And I hope that you will go check out her hop as well and see how everyone has scrap lifted one of her layouts. So my friends, until we are together again in the next video, go make some memories. Bye-bye.